Good afternoon, St. Paul and St. Elizabeth, and praise the Lord. This is Pastor Boger, obviously, reaching out to you to connect as pastor and people in an effort to convey some ideas and some announcements so that we can successfully navigate the ministries and the operation of our church and congregation amid these uncertain times. First of all, I want to give God glory for each one of you for the ways in which you have continued to be the church by reaching out to one another with text messages and phone calls, checking up on each other. That's one of the ways in which we continue to be the church, not limiting our generosity and love to the building, but instead to ensure that one another are doing well and encouraging each other. As a matter of fact, the Bible declares that it is that we ought to encourage one another while it is yet today. And I want to give God glory for each one of you who are doing that, and I ask that you will continue to encourage one another, uplift one another, again, specifically during these challenging times. I also want to offer a very practical tip as a reminder that you continue to practice safety measures by washing your hand thoroughly and keeping safe distance between you and others if you happen to have to go outside. Ensuring that if you touch surfaces that, again, you take measures to wash your hands thoroughly. I want to make a couple of announcements to help us navigate as a congregation. First, I want to invite you to our prayer line, which will take place on Friday at 8 p.m. You can access the prayer line with the information that's being provided to you in this email. I also want to invite you to a new way of our worship experience, and that is drive-in worship. In an effort to create community so that we can worship together, I'm inviting you to join us in the parking lot of St. Paul on this upcoming Sunday at 11 a.m. What parking lot worship looks like is that you will drive up and that you will park your car facing the center of the parking lot, where you will be able to engage in worship in your car. I ask that you will remain in your car, even if you need to have your mask. That is perfectly fine. There will be a PA system, a sound system made available so that you can hear the word being proclaimed, songs being rendered, and scriptures being shared. And after the service concludes, you simply would exit the parking lot. Again, it's been very difficult and challenging to continue to be the church in these times. And this is one way we're exploring our opportunity to gather together, see one another's face, and yet do so in a safe space, creating a safe distance between us. So I invite you. I also want to make you aware that that particular service will still be available by way of Facebook Live and YouTube. So if by chance you do not feel comfortable joining us in the parking lot in your car, you still will be able to view the worship service by way of Facebook Live, YouTube, and even our conference call. For all of those means are made available for you for this upcoming Sunday. Listen, these are challenging times, but I want to encourage you to continue to hold on to the hope that the Lord is indeed with us. I want to conclude this message by asking that you remain faithful in your giving. My friends, the ministries and the business of the church is continuing to go forward, even in the midst of our challenge right now. So I'm asking that you will be faithful to the church. We have made online giving available. It is secure. You can give in your gifts, tithes, and offerings. You can also mail in your tithes and your offerings so that, again, we can continue to conduct the business of the church. It continues to move forward. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to share with you in worship. It's upcoming Sunday at 11 a.m. in our drive-in worship service. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. God bless you. God be with you. And continue to hold on to God's unchanging hand.